Boys, what is up? What is up, boys? What is up? क्या हाल चाल है? What's going on? Spurs match day in the Carabao Cup, EFL Cup. We're facing Doncaster Rovers. How are you guys feeling? How are you guys feeling about the game? Spurs, did you see the lineup of Spurs? Did you guys had a chance? I mean, I'll just adjust my camera, don't mind. Yeah, I was asking you guys, did you guys see the lineups of Spurs? Spurs are coming off from a bit of a weak run, shall I say, because the last game against Brighton was not convincing at all, boys. The last game against Brighton was not convincing at all. Did you guys see the last game against Brighton that we played? Did you guys see that? Because dude, that was a shit show, you know. That was a fucking shit show, I must say, because team was everywhere, bro. Team was everywhere. Like second half was better for sure, but what were we doing in the first half? We're ready, wearing the last year's kit, the Europa League winners kit. So yeah, that's what we're doing today, boys. That's what we're doing today. Do you understand? Do you understand, boys? How are you guys feeling about the game? How are you guys feeling about the game today? Guys, tell me. Tell me, what are we thinking about today's game? How is the feeling around London, North London? We're having a home game, and I'm sure Thomas Frank would have a lot of questions to answer. But having said that, I think we should look at the lineups first. Do you guys want to see the lineups? Did you guys see the lineups? How did you feel about the lineups? Tell me in the comments. Let's look at the lineups once. After that, we will discuss a little bit about Spurs, and we will discuss a little bit about Doncaster Rovers as well. Alright, we'll start with Doncaster Rovers. It is, how do you pronounce Ian Lalor? Lalor is starting in goal for Doncaster Rovers. Nixon and Senior are in. Jack Senior. Is it Senior or is it Senior? I don't know. Nixon and Senior in the wing back roles. Grehan and McGrath are starting for Doncaster. Captain Owen Bailey, of course, he is the top scorer in the League One for Doncaster, so he will obviously be a threat on the ball against Tottenham coming into this game. Owen Bailey would be a one to be a threat. Joe Sabara is playing as a defensive mid. Ben Close is playing as a central midfielder as well. Glenn Middleton from Scotland is playing as a left winger. How has been his season? I want to check out. He has had 1 assist in 9 games in League One so far. Apart from it, he had assisted against Accrington Stanley in the second round of EFL Cup. So he can be a threat, but he has been pretty average this season, Glenn Middleton. And apart from it, Olusanya is playing as a striker, and Ajayi will be a threat on the ball against Tottenham Hotspur. But we need to talk a little bit about Tottenham Hotspur in and itself. Because, guys, Spurs have a history. They have a history of upsets. And not a good one. They go out to teams they shouldn't be going out to. They go out in cup ties very early going on into the season. And it can happen again. We can't take Doncaster very lightly. We can't actually go on and take these guys very lightly, because after all, it is a home game. We are expected to win. I think we will win, but Having said that, it's not going to be an easy game, boys. It is not going to be an easy fucking game. For sure not. And why I'm saying this? Why am I saying this? Because it is Spurs, boys. It is Spurs. We tend to be vulnerable in these smaller games. You can see in the history as well. We beat Man City with conviction, bro. We beat Man City with conviction. And what happens? We lose to Bournemouth 1-0. This is Tottenham heritage. This is Tottenham heritage. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. You know I'm right. You know I'm right, bro. Because this is Spurs heritage. We have been in a little bit of a dip of a form. We won't lie. Last two games were saved against Villarreal as well. Villarreal against we scored an own goal and we got 3 points. Pure shithousery, pure Spursy play. Tell me if I'm wrong. You know I'm right. And against Brighton as well. We were losing because of the first two goals that Brighton scored in the first half. They were shit goals, bro. Shit goals. Everyone switched off. And they were not to be conceded, guys. They were not to be conceded. The goals that we conceded were not to be conceded. We had better opportunities. I mean, Brighton had better opportunities to score. But the ones that they actually scored were pure shit play from Tottenham. And we actually drew the game because there was an own goal again. So the last two games we have 4 points, all thanks to the own goals. So don't hold me for it. It is pretty bad of form for Spurs. Against West Ham, we were pretty good, pretty solid, but the last two games, the last week or so for us has not been the best. Has it? Has it really though? It hasn't been the best for us. It hasn't been the best for us. But let's look at the lineup that Thomas Frank has announced for today against Doncaster Rovers. Kinski is starting. Kinski is starting, boys. Kinski, I like Kinski. The kind of character that he is confident on the ball. Kinski, he likes to play out from the back. He likes to do those skills. He's sort of a sweeper keeper, but he needs to improve for sure. We saw glances of him in the Premier League and the Europa League last season. And Kinski, frankly, I love the guy. I actually love the guy. I mean, he's not out and out professional, to be honest, but he's actually pretty entertaining. He is entertaining. He is the second choice keeper. He's not the first choice keeper, but he is pretty interesting. He is an interesting character. He likes to juggle the ball. He likes to dribble the ball. He likes to tiptoe with the attackers, dude. We've heard of tiptoeing with the defenders. He likes to tiptoe with the opposition attackers. It will be Ajay and Olusanya it is. They will be facing Kinski. I'm sure there will be moments where Kinski will be under pressure, but he is an interesting guy. It will if we lose the game, it can be because of Kinski and his errors at the back. So I'm not sure if that should be the case. Anyway, apart from it, the back four we will be having is Archie Gray is back in the back four. It will be Kevin Danzo who will be playing as a centre back. It will be Jade Spence on the left. Pedro Porro as captain on the right. The midfield trio of Xavi Simons, João Palhinha and Rodrigo Bentancur. It is showing as a 4-3-3 formation in this lineup, but I think it will be more of a 4-2-3-1. But who will play as a striker, because Matthias Tell is actually a winger as well, and Brennan Johnson and Odegaard, also Xavi Simons. So we have 4 wingers in the play today, in the lineup today. So I'm not sure how is exactly our shape gonna be. It can be pretty weird if you ask me. If you ask me, it is going to be very weird going into the game. But once the game starts, we'll have a little bit of clarity on how exactly is Xavi Simons gonna play and all the 4 attackers that we have. João Palhinha had a decent enough game against Brighton. I don't have much reliability on him, but Javi Simons, I'm excited. Uh, Remind me, guys, has Javi Simons contributed this season to Spurs? Of course, he has had an assist. He has had an assist in this West Ham game on his debut. So yeah, that was pretty solid. That was pretty solid. For sure, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Javi Simons is an attacking guy. He will be interesting. He is a creative engine, if you will, for Spurs coming into this season, and it is a very brilliant signing, if you ask me. He is a brilliant signing for Spurs, if you ask me. And having the injury of Madison, it has come as a blessing in disguise. The injury of James Madison is a blessing in disguise, because if had not if not him if he had not been injured, I don't think we would have signed Javi Simons. So it was a blessing in disguise, and Daniel Levy is finally out of the club. So we will need to see as soon as Daniel Levy leaves. It is 1-0 and 2-2, and it is on own goal. So it is kind of going like a rough ride at the moment, but that's pretty much that. Front three is Brennan Johnson, Tastel, and William Oderbet. So that's how Spurs are lining up in this game, boys. Now I want you to do one thing, chat. I want you to write your predictions in the comments below. Let me know your predictions. My prediction I will write down in the comments. My prediction, it will be a 2-0. I think it will be a 2-0 win for Spurs, but it may well be a 2-0 win for, you know, Doncaster Rovers. So you shouldn't really take out Doncaster Rovers. Yes, they are two leagues below. They are in League One. But having said that, it's not going to be easy, boys. It's not going to be easy, because Spurs, after all, is Spurs. You can't expect Spurs to go off with a win without a little bit of drama. A nice bit of a game with a little bit of pinch of drama. That's how Spurs operate, and that's how they will operate. I'm pretty sure about that. I'm pretty sure about that. What do you guys think? What do you guys think, boys? I want to know your predictions. Tell me. Tell me why. Tell me what. Tell me, bruh. What are your predictions for the game, guys? I want to know. I want to know. Tell me. Spurs versus Doncaster Rovers. Pre-game interviews. What did Spurs versus Doncaster? What did Thomas Frank say before the game? Squad looking, it's looking good. Everyone available last time is available again. Kulusevski is a top player. We always liked him. When I saw him from afar, he is a key player for us, a key player for me. Instead of putting an exact month on it, October, November, December, I just want him to be back as quickly as possible. The medical guys and Kulusevski are working really hard on it. So it's not tomorrow, but hopefully not too far away. Yeah, probably Kulusevski will be out for a while as well. He will be out for a couple of months still. Is it all about winning again this season? Thomas Frank says, I don't know any coach or manager or players or clubs that don't want to compete and try to win. It's the same with me, the same with the club going into the Carabao Cup. Really looking forward to it. We will be doing everything we can try to win it. You are in the tournament, we play for that. So of course we will do that. Naturally, there will be a little bit of a rotation. There should be, with all respect to Doncaster, who will be most likely play a fantastic game. Uh, Grant McCann, who I know him well as a coach. I faced him in the championship. He's a very good guy, done very well with the team, plays very offensive football. As a team, we need to respect, but we need to be at our highest level and get into the next round. That's what Thomas Frank is saying about the game. He's not taking Doncaster lightly, and he is actually going to compete with the guys. Absolutely, he will be competing with the guys for sure, because you know you can't really go and take them lightly. Of course, you need to be at your absolute best. You need to be at your absolute fucking best for any game given. So that was one. How much would it mean to you to win a trophy? Thomas Frank says, of course, I would like to win, no doubt about that. For me, I think we probably need to take one game at a time. Make sure we get past Doncaster tomorrow, and then if we continue progressing, then ask me that question when we get to the final. Before that, it's winning the next one, because if we don't win the next one, there's no reason to speak about what's happening maybe in the future. Yeah, pretty good answers, I would say. Pretty good answers, I would say. Ben Davies and Randall Kolo Muani both are not available for this game. They're not on the bench for Spurs. So on the bench we have Richarlison, we have Brandon Austin as keeper, Udogi we have on the bench, Mickey Van de Ven we have on the bench, Lucas Bergwall, Richarlison. If things don't go pretty well, I think they will be coming off from the bench to contribute in the second half and actually try to win it for Spurs at that stage. So that's that. And how difficult it is to keep someone like Antonin Kinski happy when he came as a starter from elsewhere and is likely to play tomorrow. So Kinski is starting today, and I'm very happy with him as a goalkeeper. I think he's a very good goalkeeper and with very good potential. For any player not starting, they're not happy. Some probably understand it a bit more. How can I say? Outfielders, sometimes you're young, you're trying to get your way into it, but at some stage, you always want to play. Same for the goalkeepers. The easy thing for Antonin Kinski would have been to stay at his former club. Now it's a bigger stage, a bigger challenge. He has a great future here at Tottenham. I like to see from him. He just has to keep training well and doing well. So Thomas Frank also likes Kinski. I also like Kinski. I like Kinski a lot. He's an interesting character, and yeah, that's pretty much. Damola Ajayi can play tomorrow. What do you think of that loan rule? So I think Ajayi is a loan player from Spurs to Doncaster, and he's playing against Doncaster. If he were to be a Premier League side, they can't face each other. But it's a good opportunity to him because he's playing in League One, so you can actually play against your parent club. If it was, let's say, a Premier League game, he wouldn't be able to play against his former club. Back on the injury front, is there any chance we can see Kulusevski before the end of the year? Yeah, that's a very good chance for that. Sure, for sure. What routines do you adapt to the oppositions? We have specific principles and specific routines. No doubt about that. I think it's a very important game. Open play and set pieces. It is very important to have those principles in place and then tweak them. Yada yada yada. He's talking nonsense at this point. He's talking absolute nonsense. I mean, not exactly nonsense, but he's very much, generalizing things. He's generalizing a lot of things there, not actually answering what was been said. Yeah. It definitely taught me the cup tournaments are cup tournaments and everything is possible both ways. What's the relationship with Vinay Venkatesh been like? And I didn't know him before I joined Spurs. From day one, he came across like a fantastic person, a person that I think understands people and is very approachable. As far as I learned or experienced his processes, calm, good processes, listen, and from that he takes good, calm decisions. That's a strength you have to have sometimes in this bit of emotional football world. Okay. Are you eager to try Matthias Tell down the left? I would say he plays all his game for under 21 down the middle. He's playing for us down the middle. I'm definitely aware that he can play on the side as well. To the left, maybe that is his best position. Maybe I would like to say it's definitely something I have in mind as well. It's always that you need to juggle everything. There's a few players, yes, and this is one thing I was talking about earlier as well about Matthias Tell and the lineup exactly. We have almost four wingers in the game. We have four fucking wingers here, so it can turn out pretty interesting how the rotation around the things go. So yeah, that's that, bro. That's that. I would like to see more. I would like to see a little bit more of everyone. Uh, yeah. So yeah, it was a good interview from Thomas Frank. We are almost ready at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We're going to start any moment now. Chat, if you guys join me, please drop in a comment for me to see, to understand what you guys are thinking about the game, what you guys are talking about the game, and I want to know more. I want to know more, bro. I want to know more of how things are going with you guys. All right. Want to know what's happening there. All right. I want to know if you guys have any, Reddit link for the match thread of the game. I want to know a little bit more about that. If you guys have any, please drop it in the chat so I can see, I can have some entertainment while people are not joining and I'm just talking to myself the whole game. But we are ready for the Tottenham versus Doncaster cup tie, and cup ties are generally very interesting. So that's that. We will be having some fun here. We would definitely have some fun today. It will be interesting. It will be interesting to say the very least here. What are your predictions, boys? Tell me your predictions on the game. What are your predictions going into the game? We are ready at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I want to know what you guys are thinking about the game and how you guys feeling about the setup that Thomas Frank has chosen for the game today. I want to know about that. I want to know about that. Yeah, please tell me in the chat below. Spurs don't have a full stadium today and it is understandable, but it regardless would be a pretty sight on the game today because yeah, it's a cup tie. Cup ties are always interesting. It is either you win or you go home. That's all the cup ties are. That's all the cup ties are. And that's how you do in the cup ties. You either win or you go home. And we don't have penalties in the Carabao Cup. If you guys don't know, we don't have penalties in the Carabao Cup. We have full 90 minutes of play. If the game is drawn at the full 90, we go directly to penalties. So if there is a case in the game today that there is a draw coming to the end of the game, we might see the penalties being taken. Yeah, that's that, boys. That's that. And we were watching the lineups. We will have a look at them again. How are the lineups looking? It is Kinski, Porro, Jade Spence, Palhinha, Kevin Danzo, Archie Gray. Starting from the back, Rodrigo Bentancur, Xavi Simons, and João Palhinha will be playing as the three guys in the midfield. And Matthias Tell, Wilson Odobert, and Brennan Johnson will be starting off as the starters. Richarlison, Lucas Bergwijn, Mickey van der Ven are on the bench. So if needed in the future, they will come back from the bench and contribute to the positives for Tottenham Hotspur. Ian Lauer is playing, Tom Nixon, Jack Senior, Joe Sabara, Sean Grehan, Jay McGrath, Owen Bailey, the captain, the highest scorer for Doncaster Rovers, is starting. Ben Close, Damola Ajayi. Ajayi is a Spurs player on loan to Doncaster Rovers who will be facing his parent club, and it will be very, very interesting. Olusanya will be playing as well. Xavi Simons on his debut for Spurs in a cup tie. Always interesting when a player arrives, when a player goes boom boom. Let's see what Xavi Simons has for us in the game today. So we would be starting any moment, boys. We would be starting any moment, and it would be fun to watch, say the least. 100%, bro. 100%. Chat, do you have any Reddit thread for this game? I want to have a match thread for this game. Yeah. Because I'm not seeing any at this point. I want to have a match thread to put in on the comments. So if you guys have any, please tell me. Alright guys, alright. Match thread. I would search once on let's go, lads, let's go. Let's start off the game. My stream is shit right now. The game has probably started and it is not showing that it started. It has started. Absolutely it has. Fucking shit of and it was an early chance for Xavi Simons. No, it was actually Odebert and it was for Matthias Tell. Oh, electric start, boys. Electric start. How can I miss this start, guys? How can you let me miss this? Dude, come on. Fuck's sake. Let's go, let's go. Game is on, boys. Game is on. What are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking of the game? Jade Spence back to Xavi Simons, plays it back to Kevin Danzel. Archie Gray is back in the back four this time. Not playing in the midfield, but playing out from the back. Playing it out from the back. Ball played for Brennan Johnson. A cross coming in. Matthias Tell leaves it for Odobert to take it. And that was a misjudgment. That was a sumptuous ball from Brennan Johnson for Matthias Tell. I think he should have taken it. I think he should have taken it, boys. Dude, that was a chance. You had to convert. Matthias Tell, come on. We can't leave the ball like that. You can't leave the ball like that. I know you had an understanding that the player is behind you or the bird was behind you, but you were not. You were in the position to take the kick. You were in the position to take the goal. You should convert it from that sense. Come on, boys. Come on. That was a clear as day chance in the 4th minute itself. Kevin Dancer taking a long throw here. It is Xavi Simons. Long shot, not deflected, and it is a goal kick. It is a goal fucking kick. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Your predictions, guys. I want to know your predictions. What are we thinking about the game? Tell me. Tell me, what are we thinking about the game? It is an electric start coming to the game. I love the start that is happening right now from both the teams. And it will be an edgy encounter. Absolutely, boys. Absolutely. Want to refresh. My stream is fucking shit today, man. My stream is fucking shit today. Anyway, we're back on. It's Jade Spence. Jade Spence drops it for Xavi Simons. Bentenko plays back to Kevin Danzo. Yeah, it was a foul given on Xavi Simons. He plays it across to Archie Gray. Archie Gray is there. Archie Gray to Kevin Danzo. Playing out from the back, keeping the possession tight. And you can see Doncaster Rovers are actually pressing. They're not sitting back. As Thomas Frank said as well in his pre-match conference, that the manager of Doncaster Rovers actually likes to play offensive football. He knows him from the championship, his championship days, and he actually likes to play a very offensive, play. So he likes to. So he will be careful. That's what Thomas Frank said before the game. But we'll actually see, because it is Spurs after all. Anything can happen in this game. It's a cup tie. It can be unpredictable, and it is after all Spurs. Spurs can be Spursy at times. And it is a corner coming in from the pressing. They won the ball, and the ball was defended and deflected behind for a corner for Doncaster Rovers. Kinski in the goal. The first real test for Kinski coming in off this ball. Corner coming in, cleared away quite easily on the front post, on the near post, should I say. On the near post, it was cleared away pretty easily, done and dusted. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. Playing the game. Do we have the game feed all already? Bro, I wanna see. Anyway. The keeper goes long for Doncaster Rovers, trying to find the two attackers in the Spurs half. Winning the ball is Ajayi. Winning the ball higher up front. It was Olusanya. Sorry, my bad. My apologies, boys. My apologies. It was Olusanya there. It is Owen Bailey. I will refresh it once more, just to be sure. Yeah, 7 minutes on the clock. Gas running. I will refresh the scoreline as well for you guys to see, what's happening here. Archie Gray, Kevin Danzo, but dude, the pressing of Doncaster Rovers is surprising. It is surprising. They're not expected to have a lot of the ball, but they're pressing up high, dude. They want to press high. They want to win the ball up front, higher up the pitch, and attack from there. That is really, really positive football from Doncaster Rovers. Despite being 2 leagues down from Spurs, they're actually coming forward and pressing them hard at the home of Spurs. So that is crazy, dude. That is crazy. Absolutely, absolutely crazy. Very fun to watch. Very fun to watch. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. If you ask me, 100%, 100%. A long ball coming from Archie Gray. It should be offside, easily offside. That was Brennan Johnson making a run on the right, or was it Xavi Simons? It was Brennan Johnson indeed. It was Brennan Johnson indeed. Of course, easily offside. Dude, I'm really surprised by the press that Doncaster Rovers have right now, because frankly I didn't expect this. I didn't expect Doncaster to come up and press so high up the pitch. And this reminds me the thing that Thomas Frank said at the start as well, because he was saying in the pre-match conference that the manager of Doncaster likes to play offensive football and they will not take them lightly. So yeah, that's that, boys. That's that. And might I remind you, it is a cup tie. So if you lose this, you're out. Even if you draw this, you can be out on penalties. So a sure shot way to get into the next round is to absolutely win it. It is a knockout tournament. If you lose, you go home. That's how it works in a cup tie. That's how it works. 100%. 100%. You guys know I'm Indian, by the way. I know you guys don't like Indians, but yeah, that's pretty shit. That's pretty shit, bro. Shit fucking play from Spurs. Not really, but I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. What a chance for Doncaster Rovers. How can he miss that? Was that Olusanya on the ball? Ajayi takes in a cross and that should have been headed in by Olusanya. That was a golden opportunity for Doncaster Rovers to go ahead in the game. That was the chance for them. That was the fucking chance. Dude, you have to convert that. That was so shit. Brennan Johnson, pretty cool cross-field ball. There, Brennan Johnson on the ball, cutting back inside, still on the ball, linking up with Archie Gray. A brilliant cross, and I think there was a touch from Lelo there. I think there was a touch. That was the slightest of touch from Lelo, keeping it away from Matthias Till. Xavi Simons on the ball, tackled away, and it is a throw-in for Tottenham Hotspur. It is a throw-in for Tottenham Hotspur. Whew. That was close. That was close. Guys, that was pretty close. Will not lie. Will not lie. I will just turn on some commentary for you guys to see. If you guys can see, please let me know. Yeah, I think we're on. We're on. I think I will turn it on here as well. Yeah, should be up. Should be 3 up. Yeah, I agree. I agree with whoever this guy is. I agree with that. I agree with that. We had some clear-cut chances here, dude. We had some clear-cut chances. You shouldn't really, mess up from these situations. Absolutely not. And twice it has come up to Matthias Till. Kevin Danso taking a long throw again for Spurs. Cleared away, and it is a corner now for Spurs. For sure. 100%, boys. That you need to convert these chances that come along the way, and they're not even bad chances. They were like very tap-in worthy chances. You need to convert those. You need to fucking convert those. I don't care. Yeah, that should have been fucking converted. Corner taken by Xavi Simons, standing over the corner. Xavi Simons putting in a cross, cleared away, not so convincingly. A bicycle kick, and it's a goal! João Palhinha with the bicycle kick, and it is a fucking beautiful goal. What a fucking goal from my guy João Palhinha. I was actually not expecting João Palhinha to show up today, and what a fucking goal that is from João Palhinha, guys. Hit the chat with João Palhinha, man. What a fucking goal, man. What a fucking goal. It was not cleared away convincingly, and a bicycle kick to take the fucking lead for Tottenham Hotspur in the cup tie against Doncaster Rovers. What a goal! Golazo, bro. Golazo. Holy fucking shit, bro. That was absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, dude. Loved it, dude. I was actually criticizing João Palhinha for his performance against Brighton, but he is right here. And what better way to contribute to a team than to score a goal? Oh, without a doubt. Oh, without a doubt, dude. Without a doubt. What a fucking beauty that was from João Palhinha. Absolutely crazy. Holy fucking shit. Loving it, dude. Loving it. What are your thoughts? Guys, tell me your thoughts on the game so far. What a goal there. And Archie Gray is actually dropping in as a midfielder, and João Palhinha has dropped off as a defender. Ah, interesting setup there from Thomas Frank. Interesting fucking setup there from Thomas Frank. Look at that. Look at that. João Palhinha playing as a centre back. Brennan Johnson has the ball. Very, very high up the pitch. It is Archie Gray now. Archie Gray holding off the ball, looking for a second man run, but it didn't arrive, and the ball goes back to his teammates. Kevin Danzo on the ball. Kevin Danzo to Jade Spence. It is Odegaard trying to get into the box. Gets into the box easy, and it is an own goal. Again an own goal for a lead against Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur are high on own goals. Spurs are actually pretty high on own goals, dude. Spurs are high on own goals. This game is over before it started. The game is actually over before it started. Brilliant setup. Brilliant play from Odegaard. Defense was sleeping a little bit. But then it is an own goal for a third game in a row. Third game in a row. Own goal again. And it's a fucking goal. It's a fucking goal again for Tottenham Hotspur. And again it came from an own fucking goal. Who was there on the defense? Who did it touch? It was McGrath who actually had the ball which deflected into the back of the net. Cleared away, Kevin Danzo again on the ball. I think I underestimated Spurs here. I'm not sure, bro. My prediction was 2-0. It is already 2-0 after 17 minutes on the clock. Where are we headed in the game today? Where are we headed in the game today? Dude, that was crazy. Doncaster having the ball. Going for a throw in for Doncaster Rovers. Bailey on the ball. Bailey dribbling past. Bailey should be coming up somewhere in some good team. He's performing really exceptionally well. Anyone from Doncaster Rovers actually contributing something is Owen Bailey, the captain of Doncaster Rovers. I was actually impressed by the pressing that was being done by Doncaster Rovers, but it was over very, very fast. And a yellow card coming in for Owen Bailey. As soon as I was appreciating him, and he wins, he goes there and he picks up a yellow for a foul on Xavi Simons, and Xavi Simons looks to be in a little bit of trouble. Let's hope it's not another injury to add to the crisis of Tottenham Hotspur. Let's just hope, okay? Let's just hope. Archie Gray goes wide to Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson's plays it for Archie Gray again in very, very advanced position. Brennan Johnson again trying to put in a cross. It is a corner coming in for Spurs again. Dude, this game is absolutely bollocks, dude. I didn't expect such a domination coming to the 20th minute. No way in hell. No way in hell, bro. Didn't expect this. Absolutely not. Whew. What a game going on so far, dude. What a game going on. Xavi Simons standing over the corner again. Taking a corner again. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's see. It is Xavi Simons taking the corner. Can this be a third goal for Spurs? Short corner taken. It is Pedro Porro. Xavi Simons again playing it for Kevin Danzo. Crossing it in. Not going anywhere. Pedro Porro again. The attack still continues. Let's go. Come on, Spurs. Let's get another goal here. Let's get another goal. The ball is being taken back to the defensive line, coming back into formation. It is still very defensive. A long ball coming in from banter. A cross coming in from Brennan Johnson again. Brennan Johnson is having a top game today, boys. Brennan Johnson is having a top class game today. He's not waiting for anyone. He's not waiting for anyone. He's saying, I will have the ball. I will dribble past everyone and I will go and put in a cross. You take the rest with you. You take the rest with you. But yeah, he's been on top of his form. On top. Absolutely. 100%. Brennan Johnson hasn't landed the crosses exactly, but he is dribbling past defenders like it's Sunday. He's playing like it's a Sunday league game. Doncaster Rovers on a counter attack. Up front, it is Olsanya. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. It is Olusanya. I know that, but I'm still not able to pronounce. Jade Spence on the run. Jade fucking Spence on the run. Now it is a counter attack on a counter attack. Archie Gray now slowing down the attack a little bit. Brennan Johnson is having a top class game, man. He is having a top fucking class game today. Oh, for sure, dude. Oh, for sure. Xavi Simons. João Palhinha to Xavi Simons again. To Odobert. Odobert takes a long shot and that's a horrible fucking shot, dude. A horrible fucking shot. Fucking hell. What are people saying? Holy shit, we got lucky there. Brennan is looking dramatically better on the right hand side. Obviously, he's not getting past Kudus. But maybe some of us need to remember that left isn't his preferred side. Yeah, definitely, dude. Brennan Johnson on the right is one heck of a guy, dude. It is one heck of a guy. I absolutely agree with whoever the guy this is. I agree. Brennan Johnson coming to the right hand side is monumentally better 100% than when he's playing on the left. He has produced goals, I will not lie. He has produced some goals there for Spurs playing on the left, but most of the time when he plays out on the right, he plays his top game for sure. A foul coming in by João Palhinha there, scoring that wonderful bicycle kick. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, someone says I want a 7-0 win tonight. Dude, we can't. I mean, it is ambitious. We can't get a 7-0 win tonight, but yeah, it is ambitious to say the least. Archie's been really silky here. Furthest forward, we've seen him play, which I think is smart given he's not physical enough to play in the lone six in the league. Take Javi off at the half, and they're just gonna kick his shins out of frustration. Brennan is better on the right than left. At least he can get across in. Was it 9 assists for him in the first season or something like that? Yeah, yeah, he is true. He's talking like a pure footballer. Yeah. Tell is not giving up on any balls. He's got that attitude and his positioning has been good. The goals will come. Yeah, definitely it will come, dude. Definitely it will be there. Odobert, what are we talking about? Odobert here. Odobert is definitely has something. Tell needs to convince me. Yeah, people are crazy right now. People are loving it. People want a 7-0 win right now. People want a fucking 7-0 win. Dude, if you guys are watching, if anyone is joining the stream, tell me what are your predictions? What are your predictions actually? Do you see a 7-0 win today? Do you see a 7-0 win given the start that Spurs have had? Probably not 7-0, but I would say a good 3 to 4-0 win would be a good timeline or a scoreline. But we need to understand that if we're actually leading by 2 or 3 goals by half time, Thomas Frank wouldn't put Richarlison, Lucas Bergwall, or Mickey van de Ven on the pitch. So the goal scoring threat will be low. It will be low. But yeah, it is a possibility. A 7-0 win is definitely a possibility. Game days are like this are a bit frustrating. We know the quality of the team is better, etc., but then when you see who we, City, Newcastle, and Bottlers are against, I just feel a little bit all for the opponents. Already 2-0 or 1-0 in less than 15 minutes in each game. Strategically, Doncaster actually look very impressive. They're just so outmatched in ball handling ability. Yes, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm impressed by the kind of play that Doncaster is having. I'm actually impressed by their pressing, their attacking style, and all of that things combined. Doncaster are actually playing a really good game. And if you see, João Palhinha at the back is doing wonders. Archie Gray coming so high up on the pitch. Archie Gray is actually performing really well today. And Brennan Johnson definitely on the right is doing wonders for the team. A corner coming in again. A corner and just off. Is it a corner again? It is a goal kick given. It is a goal kick given. Bentancur isn't happy. Bentancur is not happy at all with this. There seemed to be a touch. There seemed to be a touch of the defender there. I'm not sure. I'm not having the correct angle. Was that a corner from the header of Rodrigo Bentancur? Not too sure. I'm not too sure. But you see how the players are performing as of now. It has been pretty solid display at the moment from Tottenham Hotspur. It has been a pretty solid fucking display coming from Spurs. Can't miss this cup tie. 100%. Kevin Danzo on the ball. Jade Spence again playing off the ball. Weird game. I don't think we're really playing particularly well, but we're winning at almost every duel. Yeah. What do the stats look like for the teams? It is Archie Gray again. Archie Gray at such an advanced position. I'm loving it. Quite honestly, Archie Gray should play up front more often. And that is what I feel. That is what I feel. Archie Gray should be given a lot more chances to play up front. Today, he is playing at his absolute best, getting into the box, playing it in, crossing in, linking up with Brennan Johnson on the right, and that brings me to Brennan Johnson as well. Brennan Johnson on the right is producing magic today, boys. He's producing magic. I know its stats are not there, but he's constantly getting inside the box. He's constantly putting in the crosses, and he's in those positions to actually contribute in a positive manner. So that has been like a pretty decent performance from all of the team members right here. They're absolutely performing at the topmost level, all of them, 100%, 100%. Someone says, not sure if it's the plan or if Palinia is forgetting he's a centre back occasionally. Yeah, he's coming forward sometimes. I mean, of course, he's not naturally a centre back. So yeah, Jao Palinia is coming forward sometimes and he is actually out of position. But it's fine because it's Doncaster Rovers. It's not actually a big team. It's if it were a big team, I'm sure he would have been put in centre back role. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all I want to say. That's all I want to say, boys. Cross coming in. Free kick. Kevin Danso. Archie Gray with the shot. What a shot from Archie Gray that was. Holy shit. That was a crazy good shot and a crazy good save from Laylaw there. A crazy good shot from Laylaw. Holy fucking moly. That was a brilliant shot, dude. Great save, to be fair. Absolutely. Absolutely a great fucking save. And that was a great shot, great save, great football overall. A great fucking football overall. Xavi Simons. Another thing that I've been noticing in this modern football, especially this season, everyone is trying to have like set piece routines. This wasn't the trend going back around, but another chance, another bicycle kick coming in. What are people on? Xavi Simons trying to take a long shot in. Matthias Tell. What? What in the pinball, dude? What in the pinball? Ha! My fucking god. But this is what I was saying. This is what I was saying that in modern football, especially this season, I'm seeing these big teams coming up and having these crazy set piece routines so they can actually go ahead and hammer the opposition with that. And I think this sort of change has come from Arsenal. As much as it hurts me to say that it has coming from Arsenal, it is inspiration from Arsenal, but it is true. I've been seeing Real Madrid do this sort of stuff. Taking set piece routines. Recently, I've seen Spurs do that as well, and so are all the big teams doing it. I've seen Man City at a couple of occasions do these things. Like everyone is building set piece routines for themselves. They want to maximize the potential that set pieces provide. So that is pretty great. That is pretty great to see. And what are centre backs? Yeah, let's go Better's goal. Fuck Forest. People are watching the Europa League as well. Yeah. Let's look at the other score lines that are going around today. Betis have scored, but has Anthony scored? I'm interested in no one but the goat, The GOAT has assisted today, boys. The GOAT has assisted. Anthony has assisted in Europa League, and world ain't ready for GOAT Anthony. Cristiano who? Messi who? Mbappe who? It is the Anthony's world and we are living in it. Anthony the GOAT has assisted. Anthony GOAT has arrived in Europe. GOAT Anthony, let's go. Anthony the GOAT. Anthony the GOAT. Holy shit. Man City has scored against Huddersfield Town. Who is on the score sheet? It is Phil Foden again. Phil Foden is having one heck of a run. Mukasa is starting. There is no Haaland in the squad whatsoever. Bernardo Silva is on the bench as well. Savinho is playing. Nico Gonzalez, Oscar Bob, Rico Lewis, Nathan Akan. It is pretty second team for Man City there for sure. Newcastle are up by 2 goals against Bradford City, and Joe Linton has scored there. Port Vale and Arsenal are standing at 1-0. Arsenal having all of the ball but just having 3 shots to show for it. Eze has scored. Eze is there. Eze has arrived at Arsenal and I hate Eze, man. I hate Eze. I'm sure every Spurs fan would be hating Eze because of the shithousery that he did. He was all done. He was all signed for Spurs, and at the last moment a hijack came and he just folded. He just crumbled like a piece of paper. I hate him, man. I hate that guy. Izzy is on the score sheet. I mean, I don't hate the guy. He's actually a good baller. But I hate what he did with Spurs. I mean, of course, I understand Arsenal was his childhood club. It was his dream club to be. But you can't, just tear off your commitments like that. I don't like Eze for the same reason. He has scored for Arsenal today. And yeah, he's a good bowler. I'm not gonna lie. A set piece against a long shot coming in from Pedro Porro. Cleared away easily. Cleared away easily there. Can I make anyone hook in the stream? Dude, everyone is going off after 2 seconds of a stream watching. At least stay for a while. Look what I have to offer to you. I'm a new guy, I agree, but come on, stay for a while. Let's have some chat. Oh, a cross coming in there, but deflected, and it was collected by Lelo. Lelo with a long ball. Olusanya is unleashed. Olusanya on the ball, tackled away by João Palhinha. João Palhinha at centre back today. It's absolutely amazing. Won't you agree? Won't you agree? Archie Gray's long ball, crossfield ball. Xavi Simons loses it. Not a big problem. It is a crazy game so far, bro. It is a crazy game so far. What are the people saying? I wanna know. Grey looking mustard, easy to forget how. Where was that comment? How young he is. Okay. Someone on Sky Sports just say number 7 Odoban, dude. Fucking hell. Who's giving these guys the jobs, dude? Who's giving these guys the job? Fucking hell. This is the kind of game where Xavi can shine. Sure, why not? Probably. So good from Porro. It is Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro failing to attack Owen Bailey, and it was a good save from Kinski and off the post. Holy shit! That was a magnificent save from Kinski there. Magnificent. Odobert played it for Xavi Simons, but Xavi Simons was in a wonderland. He didn't know that pass was coming. At the end, Odobert had to chase the ball. Odobert. How do you pronounce that, man? How do you pronounce Odobert? Jade Spence. It is. It is slow right now. The game is a pretty slow right now. What a save from Kinski. I'd almost resigned myself to a typical goal gifted there. Yeah, it was a pretty damn good save from Kinski. And as I told you guys, as I told you, like I like Kinski. The kind of player he is, he's not actually a bad goalkeeper, but his work rate is amazing. He just doesn't do his goalkeeping duties, but he keeps off defenders as well. He can actually go on and dribble past a couple of defenders, and he can actually keep the ball. But again, that is a world class save from Kinski. Kinski is absolutely amazing. I love Kinski. We have seen a couple of games from him in the past, I'm sure, in the Europa League, in the fucking I don't know where have we seen him again? In the Premier League as well when Vicario was injured, for sure. We had seen a couple of games from him. Xavi Simons, a foul, definite foul, but is it a penalty? It is not even given a foul there. How was that not a foul? How is that not a foul? That was a definite foul on Xavi Simons. That was a definite fucking foul, man. Holy, come on. Let's see at that replay again. Okay. Now that I see it, probably not as clear as I thought it would be. No, yeah. Good decision from the ref. Good decision, ref. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was too early to speak. That's all. That's fuck all, bro. That's fuck all. Anyway, João Palhinha at centre back right now. He's been top. He has been fucking top. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro playing it forward, but nicely intercepted there from who the fuck was that guy? Who is playing at the left back? Yeah, it is Senior. Should I say Senior or it is just Senior? Not sure. Not sure about that. Not sure. But anyway, it is Odobert now. Odobert running with the ball again, giving all sorts of troubles to the wing backs of Nixon. And another corner for Spurs. We should see at least a goal before going into halftime. That's what I feel. The kind of football that we're playing, I think we should see at least one more goal before halftime. What do you think, guys? What do you think? I think we should at least see one more goal before halftime. Yeah. Wilson Rapidobert, says someone. I'm not sure. Big Papa. Pedro Porro leaves it. Xavi Simons. Pedro Porro again. Will he take a long shot? He did, and a good save from Lawler. Lawler. Is it Lawler or is it Lawler? Lawler. It's weird to pronounce. It's just weird. Xavi needs to lose the diving. Aside from anything else, it's Doncaster fucking Rovers. Have some self-respect. People are crazy. People are fucking crazy on the internet. Another corner coming in for Spurs and another corner for Spurs. A repeat corner, should I say. Middleton concedes another corner. So we are having a repeat corner. Short corner this time. Xavi Simons again. Pedro Porro takes a long shot, deflected in the air. It is Odobert, or is it Matthias Tell? It is Odobert. It is Odobert, and it is a throw-in for Spurs again. And the pressure is still on Doncaster Rovers. The pressure is still fucking onto Doncaster Rovers. Without any doubt. Without any fucking doubt. For sure. For sure. That is absolutely a throw-in. The pressure is on. Kevin Danzo taking another long throw there. Kevin Danzo taking another long throw. What do you guys think? Will this be converted in some sort of a magical way? Danzo with a long throw. Ow! That was a scorpion kick attempted there by... Who did attempt that scorpion kick? It was Rodrigo Bentancur. Huh. It would have been a fantastic goal, I have to say, but... That was crazy, dude. That was crazy. Fucking hell. Holy shit. The scorpion kick made famous by Olivier Giroud. So yeah, that was that. That was that, bro. That was that. Anyway, again on the ball is Doncaster Rovers. Doncaster Rovers. Not enough demographic data. What the hell? What the hell? Come on. I'm watching shit, dude. Don't take me seriously. We are here to have some fun. To have some sort of craziness into the game. We're doing that. We're doing that, bro. We're doing fucking that. Offside there? No, it is collected by Kinski. Kinski, as I told you, he will come forward. He can actually put off a few defenders here and there. He can actually do that. So don't underestimate him. He can do a lot of things with the ball. He can do a lot of things with the ball, boys. He can do a lot of things with the ball, for sure. Odobert is gaining some confidence. Hopefully he'll start running at the defenses every game in Premier League too. I mean, that's a far-fetched statement, but yeah, he is a good young talent. But yeah, guys, I know Paulina. Who the fuck is Paulina, bro? It's Paulina. Did a bicycle kick, but we don't have to do fancy goals. Just put one in the back of the net. Yes, I agree. I agree with this guy. We actually need to score a couple of more to be convincingly through. And we can rest our players as soon as we can. Because we will be having a game against Wolves in the Premier League this weekend. I think it's on Saturday, right? Yeah, we have it on Saturday. So that's how we do it. That's how we do it. But we are almost at the half-time mark. We're almost there, and it is half-time. It is half-time. And let's look at what has happened so far in the game. The game started off pretty crazy. High-end stuff. Both of the teams getting a lot of chances early on in the game. We're talking like 5 minutes into the game. We're talking 5 minutes into the game. We saw a little bit of a structural play. We saw a little bit of structure coming into the game, uh, that where the players will actually line up. And we saw that Palinia will be playing as a centre back and Archie Gray will actually be coming forward. Because Archie Gray has played in the centre back role, we assumed that he would be playing at the centre back again, but it wasn't the case at all. It is João Palinia who's playing as a centre back, right centre back, with Kevin Danzo. So that has been pretty good partnership. Occasionally, João Palhinha is actually making those runs into the midfield, going up front, making those passes, and he's been pretty solid as of now. And of course, how can we forget that fucking bicycle kick, dude? What got into him? How the fuck did he manage to go and score the kind of goal that he did? He turned into prime Cristiano, didn't he? Didn't he turn into prime Cristiano? Tell me, boys. He actually did turn into prime Cristiano, João Palhinha. And that was a solid chance coming to him, and he scored, absolutely. And Pedro Porro is having a great game in and itself, because he's out there making the tackles, he's out there making those progressive passes, and he's been pretty solid. Xavi Simons should be ranked higher, rated higher on this score sheet, because he's actually contributing pretty well. He's linking up with everyone on the pitch. Matthias Tell, I agree with the rating, because he has missed a couple of very clear-cut chances that he should have scored, or at least got in a foot with, and one of them came very early on in the first 3 minutes, I think. So yeah, and Odobert is also having a fine game down the left. Odobert is having a fine game down the left. He has that confidence. He is running on the defenses, taking on the defenders. And the own goal that came for us, in a fortunate manner or an unfortunate manner for probably Doncaster, but he was there. He was the architect of that goal. The own goal part was lucky, but the build-up that was done by Odobert was actually pretty great, and he's having a fantastic game, to say the least. And on the right, of course, there is Brennan Johnson playing. So Brennan Johnson is actually playing pretty well. I think he should be given chance to play on the right more and more often, because he looks at home while playing on the right. He runs through the defenses, is linking up with the midfielders, namely Archie Gray, and he's coming in, he's putting in the crosses, he's creating brilliantly. He hasn't, on the rating it doesn't show much, but it's actually pretty great. I will not lie. It is actually pretty great. For sure. For fucking sure. And having said that, yeah, we were talking about Archie Gray as well. We forgot about Archie Gray there for a moment. The ratings don't show the best of him that we have seen in this game, but he's absolutely top notch. He needs to be given more chances going forward. He needs to be given more chances to go ahead and score the goals and link up with the forwards and link up with the players, because the kind of game that he's had has been very impressive. The way he is going into the opposition box, he's getting touches into the opposition box, he's linking up with Brennan Johnson on the right, getting in the ball himself, getting in the crosses in, and yeah, all in all, contributing everywhere. He's kind of a box to box defender. He is kind of a box to box midfielder, not a defender. So he is been top fucking notch. He's been top fucking notch for the game coming into the game, and I think he should be given more chance playing in that midfield role. Archie Gray, I'm talking about. So yeah, pretty much that. Pretty much that. That is solid play, solid first half for Spurs going into the game. And I think, yeah, we should be continuing with the same intensity that we started the game. For sure. For sure, that's what I feel about that. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Guys, tell me, are we seeing any more goals coming into the second half? Are we seeing any more goals coming into the second half? I want to know from you guys. I want to know. Are we seeing pretty decent half? Odegaard and Johnson been good. Tell Estelle hopefully bags on a goal. Xavi couldn't be asked after we got the second, which honestly rate a 10 should be arrogant. Anyway, still haven't got out of that first gear, and after that second goal, can see ending 3-0. Not much really to say. Yeah, I think that too. I mean, we'll take it slow in the second half, and I don't think we'll have that intensity to match in the second half. I think we will see some changes. We'll see some new guys coming in into the second half of the bench. Probably someone like uh, Udogi, obviously not Udogi, but Byfield. Probably someone like Williams Burnett. Probably someone like Scarlett and Thompson. These new guys, if we get one early goal in the second half, these guys could come in and these guys could have some minutes onto the football this season as coming out from the academy of Tottenham Hotspur. So yeah, we can see some of the new guys actually being taken in by Thomas Frank in this game. All in all, I don't see much of the things changing. I think we will take it slow in the second half as well. So yeah, just dream of having a confident Odobert and Kudus on the wings. Yeah, that can be pretty killer. I will not lie. That can be pretty killer, to be honest. How to be a star sports expert. Insert player has to do better there. Can he say something else? LOL. Type in LOL in the chat. Sky Sports is shit, bro. Sky Sports is shit. Missed the beginning of the match. My friend had texted me about an apparent horrific miss from Tel. Was it really as bad as he made it sound? Yes, sir. It was pretty fucking bad. It was like a couple of minutes in the game and he just absolutely tanked. He just his brain froze. It was a brain freeze moment. He was in the clear. He was facing the goalkeeper. It would have been a tap in. But what did he do? He chose to fucking leave it for Odobert, who wasn't actually there. He had to take it. If you are playing in that striker role, you need to take these chances and you need to be better. That's what you need to do, Matthias Tell. The first couple of chances were pretty bad, to say the least. They were missed by Matthias Tell. But yeah, he has to do better. That's all I will say. That is all I will fucking say. Because he needed to be better. He needed to be fucking better on those chances. If he had scored that goal, we would have been 3 or 4-0 up by now, and we could have substituted some of the main guys like Xavi Simons, probably someone like Odobert or Brennan Johnson's down to the bench, and probably have given someone else a chance starting off full 45 minutes, and it would have been good for grooming the young talent as well. So that's what I feel. I mean, there is still a couple of games to go in the, I mean, couple of plays to go uh, going forward, but yeah, that's pretty much that. That's pretty much that. That's what I wanted to say. That's all I did say. Did you understand? Did you fucking understand? It's all like that. That's all like that. Now coming the second half, I think would be pretty decent. It wouldn't be much of a hassle. Should be a walk in the park, sort of. Not exactly, but yeah, it should be little more interesting for sure, for sure. Now I'm just waiting for the second half to start any moment. तन्मय तन्मय सर बोल रहे हैं भाई this looks like a really interesting stream. Dude, stop commenting like an uncle. That's all I would say. That's all I would say, boy. That's all I would say. But anyway, I'm just waiting for the second half to start. I need some more from Brennan Johnson. I didn't even know he was on the pitch until he popped up on the screen while waiting for a corner kick. I don't think, man. I think Brennan Johnson was absolutely everywhere. He's having a fucking good game, to say the least. Uh, yeah, he was pretty good in the game. Brennan Johnson is actually having a good game playing on the right. He needs to be given more chances on the right. I know there is no competition for Kudus and comparison, should I say, between Kudus and Johnson, but given he has some chances on the left, on the right, should I say, he can produce some of the greatest performances, and we have seen some of his greatest performances coming on the right wing as well. So, yeah, that's that. Just saw that Kinski save onto the post that was outstanding. Yeah, definitely, dude, definitely. That was a stunning level save, and I like that guy Kinski. 100%, 100%. Yeah, again, we'll see a little bit about the discussions around how each and every player has gone so far. Doncaster Rovers, nothing more to add on the game. They're not evenly matched. That what I will say, because yeah, frankly, this is a Premier League side versus a League One side, but considering it was Tottenham Hotspur against Doncaster, it's Spursy. It can be Spursy anytime, so we can't actually take anyone out who's facing Spurs. But apart from it, Xavi Simon's top, João Palhinha coming in with that bicycle kick, absolutely crazy. Bentancur is a decent performance. He's having a lot of cross-field balls being collected by Brennan Johnson and Archie Gray, and those two guys are linking up pretty well on the right, and we will see a lot more of that coming into the second half. But I want to see if there are any changes coming in on the second half. Uh, to speak, any changes in the second half? Not at the moment. Doesn't seem likely. Doesn't seem likely that any changes would be coming in. Hmm. Yeah, we're standing off to kick off, and we are off. We're off into the second half, and no changes as of now. Spurs lead 2-0. And I think Doncaster Rovers will actually press more. They will try to attack more because they're not, frankly, out of sight. But yeah, Anything can happen. It is a cup tie. If you lose, you go home. So they will need to go all in on this. For sure. They will need to go all in on this. 100%. It is Doncaster Rovers now on the attack. Intercepted easily. Played it forward but collected back by Doncaster Rovers. Middleton with the ball trying to put in a cross. Defended well there by Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro cutting it inside, playing it forward. But again, it is with Doncaster Rovers. Bad place to lose the ball. It is Owen Bailey. Ajayi on the right. Heavy pass, heavy pass. This could have been a great fucking chance, dude. This could have been a great fucking chance for Doncaster Rovers. Positives for Doncaster Rovers. And Spurs need to be more alert. They need to be more fucking alert here. For sure. For sure. A corner coming in for Doncaster Rovers, cleared away by banter. Xavi Simons with a touch. Matthias Tell going forward, dribbling past everyone. Foul coming in, and that may well be a yellow card coming in. That can be a yellow card. Come on, that was a yellow, bro. That was a yellow, ref. He's not giving a yellow. I can't believe this. He's not giving in a yellow. What? That was a bad foul, dude. That was a bad foul. That had to be. That had to be a yellow. You can't tackle off people like that. It was Middleton again. It was Middleton again. He got off easy there. He got off easy. He got lucky that he wasn't booked. This was sure shot a yellow card challenge. Pedro Porro dinking it in for Archie Gray, but it is a throw-in for Doncaster Rovers. Doncaster with the ball trying to intercept, but doing the opposite. Doncaster Rovers seeing some of the ball which they haven't seen much in the first half. So they would want to make the most of it, probably get a goal back into the game. Standing 2-0 at the moment with Spurs. Doncaster would want to cut out the deficit. That's what I'll say. Bentancur to Udogi. Sorry, it was Jade Spence. It was Jade Spence. Doncaster Rovers look to be on a mission here. They look to be on a mission. They want to get this goal as soon as possible. And it looks likely, dude. It looks very, very likely because they are attacking pretty well in the first 5 games. First 5 games? First 5 minutes, dude. Get your shit together. Anyway. How was that not a yellow? Absolutely, dude. Absolutely, that was a yellow. 10 times out of 10. Someone is saying it is sympathy refereeing. Crazy guys on the internet. Crazy guys. Sympathy refereeing. I'm hearing that term for the first time. Haven't heard of that for sure, not. If a red was given, I doubt VAR would have turned that over. From behind, there was no contact on the ball. Definitely, I mean, it was not a red card challenge because he was not that advanced on the pitch, but it was definitely a yellow. There was definitely a yellow. Doncaster want to get this ball into the back of the net of the Tottenham Hotspur defense. Pedro Porro defending, and he's asking his players to wake up, wake the fuck up, because Doncaster are knocking on the door and they can break the door anytime. They can break the door anytime. For sure. They're knocking on the door, bro. They're knocking on the door. They're knocking on the door hard. A corner coming in for Doncaster Rovers, cleared away by João Palhinha. Palhinha again. A shot coming in. Straight at Kinski. Easy to collect. Easy to collect. Holy shit. Someone's putting in a GIF of corrupt. Fucking hell, people are crazy on the internet, aren't they? Doncaster Rovers with another chance, cleared away by Kevin Danzo. Oh, what a backheel pass coming on the defense from Pedro Porro. Archie Gray moves it forward, but Matthias Tell tried to do a fake there, but intercepted there by Owen Bailey. Intercepted by Owen Bailey. It was not a bad shot, but it was straight at Kinski. He was not. He didn't even test him. Yeah. Saved by Kinski. It was not actually a save, but yeah. Doncaster looking for a quick 1-2 if we can weather this in the next 10 minutes or so, or even mute it with a goal will be fine. Yeah, that's what I mean. If my grandmother had wheels, she'd be in a bike. You're talking nonsense. I mean, of course that would be the case. Come on. Oh, it's Olusanya on the ball. Olusanya, I think, can get on the score sheet today. I mean, it is a fast start for Doncaster Rovers. They're not giving up. They want to take the game to the opposition, to Tottenham Hotspur. And they want to get this goal so badly, and they are pushing for it constantly. They're pushing for it absolutely constantly. This will be pretty interesting because the defense will be tested here. The defense will be tested for Tottenham Hotspur here. It won't be easy. It won't be easy. Doncaster likes to play in an offensive front. Not sure what's happening here. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, things are not bad. Things are not bad at all. Pedro Porro with a throw. Cleared away. But one back on the second ball. It is Olusanya. Olusanya with a horrible shot. That was the chance, Doncaster. That was the chance, Olusanya. You had to put your head straight and put the ball back into the net. Olusanya, you messed the shot completely up. And Spurs got out of jail in that instance. That should have at least hit the target. Olusanya had to do better there. Holy fucking shit, bro. Cleared away by Jade Spence. It is with Matthias Tell. But with Doncaster again, I don't think Spurs have gotten any possession in the second half. 10 minutes that we have played so far, it has been Doncaster all the way. Fucking hell, bro. Fucking hell. Let's see what are the stats for the second half. Let's see what are the stats for the second half. Let's see what exactly do we have here. 77% possession for Doncaster Rovers. One shot, one on target. I think it should be updated by two shots any moment, but yeah, horrible display here. It is, of course, it is a spell for Doncaster to endure, to enjoy, to actually convert, but yeah, needs to be better. Needs to be better. For sure, dude, for sure. That had to be better. No doubt about that. Long ball coming in. There is Matthias Tell to collect it. Still with Matthias Tell, but it is signaled as offside. What are you guys saying, dude? What are you guys saying about the game? How does Doncaster have pinned back? For fuck's sake. Tell and Olusanya competing for the ugliest shot attempt. Ah, don't give me spoilers. I think I've got a spoiler there. Whew. That is a foul. That is a foul. Definite foul. I mean, referee is in no mood of giving a yellow card today. He is in no fucking mood to give a yellow card out today. He wants to let the game flow, but there is a way to game flow in a natural manner, and you have to punish the people if they perform a foul, dude. You can't just go off like that. Of course not, right? Someone is writing, did he forget his yellow in the dressing room? Referee is having a lot to say today. Oh, that was a bad pass from Jade Spence, and Olusanya on the ball, and Doncaster is on the counter attack, but ball is won back by Tottenham Hotspur, and it is a throw in for Spurs on that occasion. Whew. So no fouls until Xiaowi gets injured. Dude, crazy. You guys are crazy. I love you guys. I love Reddit. Crazy guys on the Reddit. Love it. Love the fucking it. Yeah. João Palhinha at centre back has been solid. Pretty solid. For sure. It is Brennan Johnson now. Brennan Johnson to Archie Gray. Was that offside? Probably not. Brennan Johnson going in for a cross. And it is a throw in for Tottenham Hotspur. Is Kevin Danzo going to take another long throw? Yes, he certainly is taking a very long throw again. Kevin Danzo. There are some attackers coming on for Doncaster Rovers that will only increase the headache for Spurs. Let's see if they can get a goal before the substitutions come in. Olusanya defended Kevin Danzo like he was prime Sergio Ramos, bro. Absolutely killer. Crazy. Crazy, dude. Crazy stuff. Bergwall is coming in, and so I think I saw Mickey van de Ven, was it? Was that the no? It is Richarlison and Lucas Bergwall coming in, and who will go out? And that is the question. I think Tell would go down. It is Odobert who will be going out, so Matthias Tell will shift down to the left, and Xavi Simons is coming out for Lucas Bergwall. Xavi Simons had a wonderful game. Odobert had a wonderful game. Both getting substituted out. They need to be more clinical, but good start to say the least. And the more experienced guys, the more older guys of the club are joining in. And chat, I want to ask you one thing. I want to ask you one thing. Is Richarlison scoring a goal today? What would you say? What would you say? What would you say? What would you say? Disappointed with the subs, wanted to see the youngsters get a chance. Of course, I mean, they will get a chance. Don't be worried about it. It is just to secure the one more goal with these two attacking front. They should be okay. I mean, if they score one more goal, Spurs, I'm talking about, if Spurs score one more goal, they're through. They're through for sure. So I'm sure the youngsters will get a chance, and Richarlison is put onto the pitch just to score the goal that has been missing. That's the only reason why Richarlison and Bergwall are put in. That's the only reason, for sure, for sure. So, without any doubt, this will be very, very interesting. Two substitutions were made to actually include, I mean, the attacking prowess that we're talking about. They want one more goal to actually secure the win, and then we will move forward to see what else we can do with the ball there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Can Richarlison score? Guys, I'm asking a question. Can Richarlison score? Intercepted. Doncaster Rovers are on a roll right now. They are on a mission in the second half to get the two goals, and they want to get the goal as soon as possible, and it is a goal kick. But the attacks of Doncaster Rovers are getting more and more dangerous, and the substitutions for Spurs were made for the same reason. Doncaster have also put in two substitutions, two attacking substitutions. Hanlan, who is an out-and-out striker, and Molyneux, who's been their first team starter. So, attack for both the sides. Lucas Bergwall and Richarlison coming in for Spurs. And they are here for the goal. Both the team's substitutions were made to score a goal. They don't want to sit how things are going. Things are good, but they don't want to set it off. They want to go ahead and score one more to get the momentum, to seal the deal. Doncaster, on the other hand, want to go ahead and score one goal to bring the momentum to them. They have the momentum, and believe me, they are playing like crazy. They're playing like fucking crazy today. In the second half, the 20 minutes have flown by, and it has been all Doncaster Rovers. Spurs have stood no chance in the second half, and that's why the substitutions are made. 400 for sure, dude. 100%. Kevin Danzo with another long throw. First header won by the Doncaster players, and it was a foul as well. A push. Referee saw a push. Someone is comparing Arsenal with us. Someone is saying Port Vale has scored managed only 5 shots versus. No. It is talking about Arsenal. Oh shit! It is a shit show, bro. It is a fucking shit show there. Then Arsenal have just managed 2 goals. 5 shots against League One side Port Vale. That has to be crazy, bro. Nottingham Forest has made a comeback, coming down from a goal. They are scoring too, and they're winning their first ever game in Europa League as we speak. Igor Jesus has scored a goal, has scored 2 goals. Anthony, the GOAT, needs to show up today for Real Betis if they want to take anything out of the game. Arsenal just winning by 1-0, Man City just winning by 1-0, Newcastle and Spurs both winning by 2-0 in this cup tie. Things are not as bad at all. It is Bentancur on the ball right now. It is Bentancur to Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro plays a very sumptuous through ball, and again it was Matthias Tell. Again, it was Matthias Tell. Matthias Tell, take a fucking break, dude. This. Or was it Jade Spence? Was it Jade Spence? Who was it? Who was taking the shot? Was it Tell or was it Jade Spence? It was Matthias Tell. I'm right. For fuck's sake, dude. How many chances do you want? Dude, you can't miss these chances off. Just imagine if these chances were dropped in against a big team. You would suffer. You need to convert these chances. These games, these cup ties are important, but they are a trial for you to be in the first team against a big team. Probably a Champions League night. Let's say you are losing the game by 1 goal and you have that chance. It would be the worst thing for you to miss a chance like that, and that would probably cost you your place in the team and your contract in the team as well. It is Doncaster Rovers. It will be taken lightly. It won't be taken much seriously, but this needs to improve. Probably people will not even remember how the chances you have missed today. Till. But dude, it needs to get better, dude. It needs to get better. Oh, fuck's sake. Fuck's sake, bro. Fuck's sake. Gori Radha ne karo I hope at the least he doesn't feel like he's wrong with the UCL exclusion. Who are we talking about? Is he talking about Tell or he's talking about someone else? Johnson could have had hat-trick of assists. Yes, if not for Matthias Tell. Someone is saying Bayern felt so bad for mugging us off with Tell. They gave us Palinia. Dude. Crazy, boys. How did think of these, dude? How do you think of these? I want to know. I want to know the secret, bro. I want to know the fucking secret. I love the internet, man. I love the internet. I'm glad this has not been a complete non-contest because some of the individual performances have been absolutely shocking out there. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. Let's see how things have changed in terms of the ratings for the people in the second half. Dell is again tanking, tanking everything because he's been shit, dude. He's been fucking shit. It has been a shit show for him. 100%, dude. He has to do better if he wants to be a regular starter in the game. He needs to do better, dude. He needs to do a lot better. For sure, bro. For sure. Needs to do a lot better if he wants to be a first team starter in the game. Because if you perform like this, like you have today, it will be very hard for you to continue this. There is some sort of foul, there's some sort of discussion going around for Kevin Danso. Was there a red card given? I'm not sure. Pedro Porro is appealing for the case. What just happened, chat? Chat, what happened? Is that given a penalty or is that given a free kick? Is that given a red card? Dude, what is the decision here? What is the fucking decision here? There is no VAR today. There is no fucking VAR today. I think a penalty is awarded. Or is it a free kick? I'm not sure, bro. Love that Pedro Porro is the captain. Absolutely. Dude, what happened, dude? I'm still confused. It is a free kick, right? It is a free kick given to Doncaster. Tell me if I'm right. Tell me if I'm right here. There is a free kick coming in for Doncaster Rovers. And a great opportunity for them to score against Spurs, and they get a goal back. I want to know what's happening here, boys. I want to know what's happening. Because this free kick was not on the list. It is Middleton who will take the free kick. It is going to be not the best of encounters. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, it's just a side netting and it was so close, bro. That was so close. That could have easily got to the back of the net. Oh, holy shit. He hasn't missed from very far, dude. He hasn't missed from very far. That was actually a pretty good shot at the end. I also thought that was in, bro. I thought that was in. Holy, that was a good fucking free kick. Will not lie. Will not lie, bro. That was a good fucking free kick. Taken there by Middleton. There's another substitution going around. Was the substitution there now? There are two substitutions again from Doncaster Rover, it seems. Gibson is coming in. That's what I noticed. And Close is also coming in. It is also another defender coming in. I think that was Udogi standing over the sidelines ready to be put onto the pitch. Jay Spence is out and Udogi would be in. That's what I think. Or was that Scarlett? Is it Udogi or is it Scarlet? I want a clear view of that. I want a clear view of that. So three changes were made for Doncaster Rovers. Close has gone out, Middleton has gone out, and Sabara has gone out. Coming in is Gotts, the midfielder, Crew, the midfielder, and Gibson, the attacker. Like for like substitutes, not much to see, not much to think, but fresh legs, fresh people on the pitch probably may work out well for Doncasters. Well, only time will tell, boys. Only time will tell. We need to be defensively solid at this point. We need to be just defensively solid at this point. It is Udogi who came in for it is the one Udogi who came in for Spurs for sure. It is the ball stands with Doncaster Rovers. Richarlison winning it up so high. Lucas Bergwall on the ball now. Played in from Brennan Johnson. Bergwall still on the ball. Puts in a crossfield ball. Archie Gray manages to keep it in possession. Archie Gray. A header coming in for Lucas Bergwall. That was not really. That was a horrible effort from Rodrigo Bentancur. Everyone going for the glory. Everyone going for the headlines. But what you need to do is just put your head to it and get it in. What was that effort from Lucas Bergwall, dude? That was a horrible effort. Did he think that he was a defender at that time? Did he think that he was the defender? It felt like a clearance, then it felt like a shot. It felt so different. Kinski on the ball. Cleared away. Bergwall with the ball. Still with Doncaster now. Won by Doncaster. Spurs trying to press their way in. Spurs wanting the ball now more than ever. Joe Linton has just scored his second goal today and Newcastle lead by 3 against Bradford. What are the other games in the Europa League going around right now? Roma is winning by 2-0. Freiburg is winning by 2-0 against FC Basel. Miami and Razgrad Ludogorets are facing. Ludogorets Razgrad are winning the game. Atletico Madrid is drawing at Rayo Vallecano. Atletico Madrid is drawing with Rayo Vallecano, and it is Julian Alvarez who has it. It shouldn't be a 5-3-2 formation. Can it be for Atletico Madrid? Can it be a 5-3-2 formation for Atletico Madrid against Rayo Vallecano? Are you kidding me? That wouldn't be the case. Marcos Llorente would be playing in the midfield there. Lanorma, Hanko would be of course there. Javi Galan on the left, George Molina on the right. Barrios, Koke, Gallagher and Llorente would be playing as the central. And there is a corner coming in. I think there was a good chance coming in for Spurs there. Chat, what did I miss? What did I miss while looking at the scores? Brennan Johnson, top fucking game. Oh, that could have been given as a foul. That could have been given as a foul. That could have been given as a foul there, bro. What more does Brennan Johnson need to do today to get his assist? Yes, he could have had 4 assists, boys. He could have had 4 fucking assists today. It is absolutely mind blowing that he hasn't got an assist today. Lucas Bergwall coming in. Pedro Porro with his weaker foot going above the netting. Sure thing, buddy. Has to be a goal, has to be. Shut the fuck up. Johnson runs like he shit himself. Whatever, bruh. Whatever. Oh, Bradford actually scored a goal against Newcastle, so Newcastle couldn't keep a clean sheet against Bradford City. Arsenal, on the other hand, they're still standing at one goal that was scored by Eze. Scored just 7 shots in the game after 67 minutes on the clock. Spurs, how many shots does Spurs have in the game so far? 17 fucking shots. Not bad. First half I think had 14, and after that it has been a wave for Doncaster Rovers, so the actual metrics can vary. So yeah, Doncaster Rovers attacking again. Going for the ball that should have been offside, that should be offside, and it was called offside. Whatever the fuck I'm doing, bro. Whatever the fuck I'm doing. Why are you interested in watching my stream, dude? Why are you interested in watching my stream? There are a lot of different YouTubers doing the live stream. Dude, why did my playhead go back in time? Anyway, we're live back again. Thomas Frank wants to put in a couple of substitutes, probably the young guys. And they will be in, they will be getting about approximately 5 to 10 minutes of play time. Probably it's time to give rest to Brennan Johnson, probably Archie Gray, or Bentancur even. Paulinia can also be given as a rest for the final 10 minutes. But Thomas Frank has to decide when he wants to put in the substitutions. It is Kevin Danzo on the ball as of now. It is back to Kinski. Kinski spreads it out to Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro trying to find Richarlison with his long ball. Archie Gray with another interception. Or was it João Paulinia? Is João Paulinia coming forward? Who is that guy? It is João Paulinia. João Paulinia forgets occasionally that he is playing as a centre back. Danzo just wants to do long throws, dude. Yeah, he's been doing that today a lot, dude. He's just in the team to do that, it seems, today. Don't you guys think that it is the case? Absolutely crazy, dude. Absolutely crazy. Kevin Danzo with the long throws has been effective, I would say. No direct goal has come from it, but a lot of good chances coming in from the long throw of Kevin Danzo. Bergwall playing it in. It is Archie Gray. It is Bergwall again. That shouldn't be a penalty. For sure not. On Pedro Porro. And I think Pedro Porro is getting booked for diving. I mean, it was a very subtle contact. Yeah. Fair refereeing at the end. Finally, some fair refereeing here. Long ball coming in, but Kinski is there. Kinski has been good today. I mean, apart from that one great world class save, there hasn't been much to do for Kinski. Kinski has had a comfortable game. So, yeah, Pedro Porro has a bit of a stinker. I wouldn't say that. I mean, just because of the yellow card, he is having a stinker. I'm not too sure about that. What is just offside there, Matthias Tell? That was no way in hell an offside. Ah, hell nah, bro. Finally, Tell getting substituted out. And it is going to be. Everyone is applauding Matthias Tell. Are they watching a different game than we saw? Are the players, I mean, are the people in the stadium seeing something different than what we are seeing on TV? I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure about that standing ovation for Till. I can't understand that. He has had a little bit of a stinker for sure. Oh, absolutely for sure. And who came in? It was Williams Barnett. Williams Barnett coming in for Matthias Tell. Doncaster Rovers in a lot of urgency now. A shot coming in finally, but flew over the bar. It was more than you. It was more than you to take the shot away. But failing to do so. Failing to do so for sure. For sure. Are we seeing anything interesting coming in on the game now? Atrocious half, any signs of quality, just dived off a cliff. I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, buddy, but I can't say I understand. But yeah, well, whatever you say, bro. Whatever you say, bro. Ooh. Chance coming in, cleared away from Kevin Danzo. Brennan Johnson not running on the ball. It was Williams Barnett running on the ball, chasing the ball. It is Brennan Johnson who will be playing the full 90, it seems, along with João Palhinha, along with who else? Who else has played the full 90 today? Who has played the full 90? It is Williams Barnett. It is Williams Barnett playing on the wing. It is Williams Barnett playing on the wing. It seems like that. I will not say it's exactly like that, but yeah. It is Richarlison. Richarlison plays it wide to Pedro Porro, goes back to take it lightly to João Palhinha. João Palhinha chips it forward to Pedro Porro again. Archie Gray tried to win the ball, but collecting the ball was the Doncaster's team there. Defenders were absolutely alert. Someone in the comments is saying Arsenal is struggling against Port Vale. I want to see Port Vale and Arsenal in the second half. I mean, there is no competition there, bro. If you're saying you're expecting a 1-1, can you even see the chances that Port Vale actually had? Can't say for sure, bro. Can't say for sure. Newcastle have scored 4 now. Is Joe Linton on a hat trick? No. Osula and Joelinton both are on hat-trick. It is Lucas Bergwall and it is a goal off the far post, coming off the far post, and it is a goal from Lucas Bergwall. Or is it given an offside? Oh, for fuck's sake, bro. For fuck's sake, how was that offside? How in the world was that offside? I would love to see a replay on this. I would love to see a replay on this. Probably don't think that would have been offside. I don't know. I'm not too sure about that one, bro. Not too sure about that one. I would want to see different angles on that if there's available. But I don't think that was offside. Yeah, probably Brennan Johnson was, but not Lucas Bergwall at all. So I'd say I understand the thing, but probably not agree with that. Yeah, I can see why he gave it, but I can't say I agree with that. Not really, bro. Not really. Doncaster Rovers still chasing the game. Only 3 minutes remaining and in the injury time too. Regulation time is over. It is the injury time now, and they are chasing the ball. Williams Barnett having a few touches as a Spurs player. Good for him. Good for him. Doncaster on the go. Deflected behind. No, that was not deflected behind. I'm not sure why I'm having that illusion all the time that if the ball is going wide, it should have been deflected. It has not been deflected. It is a goal kick for Tottenham Hotspur. Just 1.5 minutes remaining in the half. And we're almost at the end. We're at the business end of this game. And it is a good effort coming in for Tottenham Hotspur in this game. Solid, in control. There were few nervy moments, but still managing a clean sheet, scoring one goal. Got a little lucky with that own goal shit that was happening there. But yeah, that happened. And João Palhinha touch map is actually good. Yeah, his only touch in the opposition box was the bicycle kick that he scored, and that is the difference between the two teams. Added with the own goal of George there, or McGrath, who did concede the goal. You can clearly. Brennan Johnson scores! Or is this offside too? No, he scored. He is on the score sheet, boys. Brennan Johnson finally gets something that he deserved in the game. After putting in the effort constantly, after putting in the runs, after putting in the crosses, and no one was there to convert it for him on that crosses, he says, "Do hell with it. I will convert them myself. I will go and score the goal and I will win 3-0 for my team." Lucas Bergwall, a brilliant ball from Lucas Bergwall, brilliant run from Brennan Johnson, and he dinked it in perfectly. A little slight touch, taking a little deflection, but there was never any doubt. It went in, it went into the net, and Spurs are through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. Will they be able to chase off another title this season? That remains to be seen, but they've started their campaign pretty solidly. They have done the things pretty solidly. Let's look at the performances. Let's look at the performance of each and every individual player on the pitch today for Tottenham Hotspur. So let's start off with Jade Spence. Jade Spence had a decent game. And I'm not talking because that is the rating of that guy, but it actually translates to how he has been. He's been pretty average today. Kevin Danzo with his long balls has been a breath of fresh air, I will say, because that is something new. We don't see many teams do that. The long throws for Kevin Danzo were actually pretty good to go ahead, for sure, for sure. And it was João Palhinha who scored the opening goal, the brilliant opening goal, and him at the centre back was refreshing as well to see. I mean, he was in control at most of the times. He was constantly making those interceptions, he was making those progressive passes, and occasionally he was making those runs into the game, into the attacking half, into the half of Doncaster Rovers. And Pedro Porro had a decent game. Apart from that yellow card, he was decent. He was putting in the progressive passes to Archie Gray, Brennan Johnson, and they were linking up pretty well. Archie Gray and Brennan Johnson were absolutely top onto coming to this game because Brennan Johnson felt at home, felt comfortable, playing out on the right. He was secure. He was absolutely in control of whatever he had to do. And Archie Gray on that right midfield slash central midfield role, he was doing absolutely amazing. He's linking up his runs, his second man runs, uh, his reception on the through balls from Brennan Johnson was absolutely top notch, and he was holding the ball pretty well too. He was in that opposition box constantly, and he was actually contributing to the benefit of the team. Bentancur, I know the stats, the ratings don't show exactly how he has performed. He's been given 6.7 rating, and I think it is the wrong rating for him. He was actually solid. He was making those interceptions. He was throwing the crossfield balls in. He was actually doing pretty well, and Xavi Simons had a decent game. Yeah, I would say it is justified what his rating is showing on the screen. He has been decent. He hasn't been the best, to say the least, but he hasn't been the worst as well. So, all in all, doing all right, I would say. Uh, then coming to Odobert for me didn't cut it. For me, he didn't cut it for sure not, because no, actually Matthias Tell didn't cut it. Odobert was good. Odobert was actually pretty good in the game. For sure, Odobert was absolutely running in the second own goal. I know it was a little fortunate, but the architect of that goal was Wilson Odobert. Odobert was running to the midfielders, to the defense. He was dribbling past the defenders. He was able to get into the box and put those crosses in. But Matthias still had a fucking stinker, as the stats show you as well. A fucking stinker, a disaster class, if you will. Not converting those chances, not converting those all important goal scoring chances. He's missed two clear cut goal scoring chances, one coming in very early in the game and second one actually coming in a little later, very late in the game, and yeah, he was not able to do anything with the ball today, and that showed, bro. So yeah, that's the analysis. Absolutely worked out pretty well. Kinski had a decent game apart from that one great fucking save. Kinski hadn't had much to do. He wasn't busy. He wasn't much busy with the ball today. He was actually fairly relaxing in the game. He wasn't called into play much. Doncaster were in the play for a while. They had some scares coming into the second half, first 10-15 minutes. But apart from it, solid display from Spurs. They had the rest for their team members good enough, and I think they will be ready to take on Wolves cometh the Saturday. So yeah, that's it from this stream. If you guys have any more comments, please tell me in the comments down below. We will have some fun. Let's see once what other games are going around in. I thought Rayo Vallecano equalized for against Atletico Madrid, if I'm not wrong. Let's look at the game at Atletico Madrid. What's happening in Atletico Madrid's game today, right now? I analyzed, if you guys are joining me for this game, I have already analyzed the game for you guys. So yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We will end the stream here, boys. We will end the stream here. I hope you liked it. Whoever joined in, I'm sure you would have had some insights. Please tell me in the comments below, how did you like the game? How did you like my stream? If you think there are any improvements to be made, please drop in a comment. Please drop in a DM, if you will. It is at average.sports.opinions on Instagram. We can have a chat and we can have some fun. This was the stream, boys. Have a lovely evening. Have a good night. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye. Tata.